Dear younger me, I need to tell you something about strength that nobody taught us when we were small. I wish someone had pulled me aside and explained this before I spent so many years getting it wrong. We were taught that being strong means never crying. We were taught that strong people hide their feelings and push through pain alone. We were told that asking for help is weak. I believed all of that. I carried it like a heavy backpack everywhere I went. But I was wrong. And I want to share what I've learned because I think it might save you some of the heartache I went through. Real strength isn't a loud drum that everyone can hear. It's more like a quiet lamp that guides you through the dark. It doesn't announce itself. It just glows steady when you need it most. I've learned that true strength rests on three simple pillars. Think of them like three legs holding up a stool. If one leg breaks, the whole thing falls. But when all three are solid, you can sit safely no matter what storm is raging outside. The first pillar is emotional integrity. That's a fancy way of saying you feel your feelings and you tell the truth about them. You don't pretend to be happy when you're sad. You don't fake being brave when you're scared. You let yourself feel what you feel, and you're honest about it with yourself and with people you trust. I remember sitting in the school cafeteria in 5th grade. My best friend had ditched me to sit with the popular kids. My chest felt tight. My throat had a hard lump in it. My eyes stung. But when another kid asked if I was okay, I smiled big and said everything was fine. I spent the whole lunch period pushing my food around my tray, pretending. My hands were shaking under the table. That wasn't strength, that was hiding. And hiding takes so much energy that you have nothing left for actually dealing with the problem. Real strength would have been saying, actually, I'm pretty hurt right now. My friend left me and it stings. That's emotional integrity. Naming the feeling, owning it. Not drowning in it, but not pretending it isn't there either. The second pillar is respectful boundaries. This means you know where you end and other people begin. You can say no without being mean. You can say yes without losing yourself. You protect your time, your energy, and your heart, but you do it with kindness. When I was in high school, I had this friend who called me every single night, sometimes for 2 hours. She would talk about her problems, and I would listen. I was exhausted. My homework suffered. I couldn't sleep enough. But I never said anything, because I thought saying no would make me a bad friend. One night she called at 11. I had a test the next morning. My eyes were burning from tiredness. My stomach twisted with anxiety about the test. But I picked up the phone anyway. I failed that test the next day. My head felt foggy and heavy. My hands were cold with stress. That wasn't strength. That was letting someone else's needs erase my own. Real strength would have been saying, I care about you, but I need to sleep tonight because I have a big test. Can we talk tomorrow after school? That's a respectful boundary. It protects you without hurting the other person. The third pillar is quiet conviction. This means you know what you believe in, and you stand by it, even when it's hard. Even when people laugh. Even when you're the only one. You don't shout or brag about it. You just live it steadily. I worked at a grocery store when I was 16. One of my coworkers used to make fun of this older man who came in every week. She would mimic the way he walked. Other workers would laugh. I felt sick to my stomach every time. My face would get hot. I knew it was wrong. But I never said anything. I just stood there, quiet, while the mocking happened. I told myself I was being strong by not causing drama. But really, I was being a coward. Real strength would have been pulling my coworker aside and saying, hey, I don't think it's cool to make fun of customers like that. It makes me uncomfortable. That's quiet conviction. Standing up for what's right, even when your voice shakes. Now, I need to explain something important about vulnerability and courage, because people mix them up all the time. Vulnerability is when you open up, when you share your feelings, when you let someone see the tender parts of you. It's like opening a door and showing what's inside. That's the passive part. It just sits there open. Courage is what happens next. Courage is when you open up and then you act. You protect yourself. You set a limit. You speak up. You change something. Courage takes the open door of vulnerability and decides what to do with it. Let me show you the difference with two stories.
Left out.
I once told a friend that I felt left out when the group made plans without me. My heart was pounding when I said it. My palms were sweaty. That was vulnerability. I opened up. But then I just sat there waiting for her to fix it. I didn't ask for what I needed. I didn't suggest a solution. I just hoped she would read my mind and make it better. She said sorry and we moved on. But nothing changed. The next week, they made plans without me again. I felt even worse. That was vulnerability without courage. I opened the door, but I didn't walk through it. Here's the courage story. At my first job out of college, my boss kept giving me extra work with no extra pay. My assignments piled up. I worked late every night. My back ached from sitting so long. My eyes burned from staring at the screen. I was scared to say anything. I thought I'd seem ungrateful or weak. But one morning I walked into his office. My hands were shaking. My mouth was dry. I could feel my heartbeat in my ears. I said, I want to talk about my workload. I'm doing the job of 2 people, and I can't keep up this pace. I need us to either prioritize my tasks differently or talk about compensation. That was courage. I felt the fear. My body screamed at me to run. But I acted anyway. I protected myself. I spoke up even though every cell in my body wanted to stay quiet. So here's what I want you to try. 3 practical steps you can start today. Step 1 is name your feelings out loud. Try this tomorrow. When someone asks how you are and you're not okay, say one true feeling word. Just one. Say, I'm frustrated, or I'm worried, instead of, I'm fine. Notice how it feels in your body when you tell the truth.
No.
Step 2 is practice saying no kindly. Try this. When someone asks you to do something you don't want to do or don't have time for, say, I can't do that right now, but I could help you on Thursday instead. Use a calm voice. Don't apologize 5 times. Just state it simply. Step 3 is speak up once this week for something you believe in. Try this. When you see something unfair, even something small, say one sentence. It could be, I don't think that's fair, or I don't feel comfortable with that. You don't need a speech, just one honest sentence. These 3 steps build your strength muscles. They won't feel natural at first. Your hands might shake, your voice might wobble. That's okay. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be real. Here's what I need you to understand. Being strong doesn't mean you never feel afraid. It means you feel afraid, and you act anyway. Being strong doesn't mean you never cry. It means you let yourself cry, and then you wipe your face, and you decide what comes next. Being strong doesn't mean you never need help. It means you're brave enough to ask for it. Strength is being soft and solid at the same time. It's having a tender heart and a firm spine. It's feeling everything deeply and still showing up for yourself and others. You're gonna mess this up sometimes. You're gonna hide when you should speak. You're gonna say yes when you mean no. You're gonna let people cross your boundaries. That's part of learning. Be gentle with yourself when it happens. Just notice it, learn from it. Try again tomorrow. The world needs your kind of strength, the quiet kind, the honest kind. The kind that feels deeply and acts bravely, the kind that protects yourself while respecting others. I'm proud of you for even reading this. I'm proud of you for wanting to grow. Keep your lamp lit, even when the wind blows hard. Older you.